Hi, it's Lori and Dean Kane, and we are going to introduce a new concept about thread lifts. Dr. Kane has been doing thread lifts now for
Since 2004, so it's almost 20 years when contour thread first came out, and actually I was quite successful. But I realized that threads were exceedingly good at what they do, and I've been able to work with them at different levels.
And you need to understand that Dr. Kane is a board certified plastic surgeon. He's been doing facelifts now for over 35 years. So when you have a thread lift done by him, you're getting a very experienced type of provider who knows exactly the depths of how the thread should be put in. We have seen a lot of problems with these threads done by inexperienced people, putting them in a superficial way. And so I think it's important that you know that he knows exactly how to place these threads. So he's come up with a technique, actually 3 techniques, which we would call there's a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. Level 1 is where you're going to use your threads only, the PDO threads, to place them in the face. It's done by a puncture site in one location. It's done under a local anesthetic, and they're placed, and typically he likes to use 4 to 5 to lift the skin. When you do a thread lift like that without any other intervention, it's basically for the person who has fairly 30 to 40-year-old type of youth that doesn't have...
They want a quick procedure under local anesthesia and not to experience much bruising or swelling and be able to get on with their lives. And there are a few little
it's
caveats.
Also for women or men who don't really have a lot of skin laxity. So I think that's the key factor there. So when you're working with someone who is fairly young and still has fairly tight skin, but they're starting to see nasal folds, or they're starting to see just kind of gradual aging.
Just a little bit of that corner of the mouth, and they want to just lift everything up just gently.
So that's level 1, which is thread lifts only. The next level is level 2, which he likes to call his advanced technique. And that's where you're starting to see more laxity in the face. The jowls, you're starting to see some looseness in the jowls down in here and some laxity under the chin. In this case, what he would like to do is underbind the skin.
I want to stimulate more collagen formation because the collagen and the threads work very well together. The threads themselves are only hair thin, so therefore it's only going to produce enough collagen along the hair. But if I am able to lift the other tissues as well, then I get not only the initial mechanical lift from the thread like we did with the level 1, but I can also get contraction of the tissues and shrinking of the skin from underneath by doing this undermining technique.
And again, this is all, everything we're talking about is done under local anesthetic. You don't have any...
through a single needle puncture site.
Typically done in the hairline. The third level then really is called his combination liposuction with thread lift or lipocontouring. And this is where you're going to get some thickness in the lower face and thickness in the neck. And where you could thread lift all you want, but if you have this heavier lower face, the threads are not going to really
be able to lift that kind of weight against gravity.
Or define it. So what has to happen is you need to have this definition, this nice sharp definition
along the jawline.
And the only way you get that is
get rid of some of the wiggle in the neck and any fullness in the neck. Get rid of the fullness in the jowl. And if you choose, we can use that fat and put it back in the cheek.
So he is actually doing a lipo contour. He's really using a lipo cannula, taking the fat out of the face, so out of the lower face, like from the cheek down, as well as the neck, and it is working beautifully. So these 3 levels really covers the gamut of what patients come to us for.
With a puncture site technique called minimally invasive surgery or minimally invasive procedure with the use of PDO barbed suspension suture threads.
So if you're interested in knowing more about any of these 3 procedures and you would like a consultation, we would love to see you and provide that consultation and then move forward. You can reach us by or make an appointment through our phone number, 410-602-3322, or you can email me, Lori, Lauri, at drdeankane.com. All right,
And
we'd love to see you there.
And Lori, where can they find more pictures? They can go to the gallery on our website.
Yep, we have a lot of patient testimonials actually of people who have had those techniques. So we have a lot of video footage of women talking about their actual procedures.
And men.
Yep.
Photos on men
Yep.
at our website at www.drdeankane.com.
All right, let's see you there.
Thank you.